What inspired my third book, Uncharted Territory, it was simply the next chapter in my life. I feel like with storytelling, I was telling my stories from how I grew up and how I came to be the woman that I am. And the second book, Mommywood, was about starting a family and becoming a mom. And now Uncharted Territory is simply, how your life evolves from, being a wife, being a mom, being a businesswoman, and collectively how you make it all work. I think for my fans, the biggest surprise they'll read about in this book will probably be the reconciliation with my mother. My fans have been really supportive, and they've been going through the whole process with me, the ups and downs in our relationship, and I feel like my readers have been there by my side, supporting and going through it with me. So the fact that it all comes together in this book, and in detail I talk about the reconciliation and how our relationship is now and how it's progressed, I think will be a pleasant treat for the fans. I think what's most different about Uncharted Territory compared to my other two books is that the readers will definitely go on a deeper, more emotional journey with me through this book. With this book, it was a new chapter in my life. It was a new year in my life that I was embarking on a real personal growth. And I think they love my funny, self-deprecating stories that also are told in this book, but I think it goes deeper within me, and you find out a lot about me, more so than you did in the last two books. I was first inspired to start writing because I had so many great stories to tell. I've always been a storyteller. I loved entertaining friends with my stories, and my dad was the best storyteller I'd ever known. He was amazing, and I think I got some of that from him. So I just really wanted to take all these stories and do something with them and kind of show my fans another side of me, and that's when I decided to put them all down on paper. Becoming a #1 New York Times bestselling author was an amazing accomplishment. That was definitely unexpected, and when that happened with storytelling, I remember thinking, wow, in my whole life I never dreamt that I would be a best-selling author. Like, that was one thing I never thought I would add to the list. There were a lot of things I wanted to be, but I never thought I would accomplish that. So that was a huge one for me, and I think more than it being unexpected for me, it was unexpected for a lot of people. I don't think they even knew I had it in me. So it was a really proud moment when I got that phone call saying it had gone to #1. I first heard about hitting #1 on the New York Times bestselling list from my agents. They called me and told me that the book had slowly been climbing. Actually, the book, it was kind of the story of my life. It came out and it was on the top 10 list, and it stayed on there for weeks, and then it went off. It was gone, and then it was like the little engine that could. It just kind of kept creeping back, and it went all the way back up to #1. So that's what I was most proud of. I was like, wow, it didn't just like come out and shine. It came out, and then it took some time, and then I made it. My life changed after becoming a New York Times bestselling author. I guess only in one small way. The bloggers write a lot of nasty things about me, but after that they stopped writing stupid. My friends and family have had really positive reactions to my books. They're really encouraging. It's funny because friends will be like, they've been through all these stories with me. So they'll always say like, well, I don't remember it happening that way, or I didn't say that. I'm like, yes, you did. And I'm like, I write it how I saw it, and literally I have an amazing attention for detail, so I always remember every situation. But it's funny the things my friends will mention, like whole stories are fine, but it'll be one detail, like I wasn't wearing that in that story. It's funny. The consequences that have come from writing my books, I think, have been all really positive. Unexpected for me was the fact that my books have been like therapy. I knew I was excited to write my stories and get my stories and truth out to my fans, but I didn't expect that it would heal me as much as they did. And just being able to write them and see how they've inspired people and helped other people, that's been an unbelievable journey for me. When I first started writing Uncharted Territory, I was writing fun stories, things that had happened. Whenever, a great story happens, I would always, kind of write it down in my BlackBerry and be like, for my next book. So when I first started writing, I wasn't really sure what the journey of the book was. I just knew I was putting all my stories down. And then in my personal life, unexpected turns happened. And it's interesting because the readers with this book will get to go on that unexpected journey with me. And what ended up happening at the end of the book was this unbelievable growth within me. And it was all about reconnecting with myself and listening to myself and pushing myself to believe in myself and going forward, sometimes when you think you can't, and just kind of balancing everything and finding that place and being happy with that place. Because I feel like my books have been a roller coaster. I feel like I talked about in storytelling kind of my struggle within of finding myself and becoming the woman I became. And then it kind of, it's like that uphill journey, and then it kind of levels off in Mommywood. And then in Uncharted Territory, it was kind of that downward spiral again, which happens in life. You have ebbs and flows in life, and personally and with relationships. And I felt like that happened, that transition happened in my life. And that's definitely the journey I took in this book. And the readers will see what I mean when they read it. My fans, after, now coming out with my third book, my fans have been like friends to me. I think because they feel so personally connected to me, that they've been on this journey through my life with me, that they no longer are like fans. There's no distance between us. I'm not, an author, celebrity, a designer, an actor. I'm Tori to them because I've shared so much with them. And I love that. I love that connection. It's so personal. And it's great whenever I encounter them. A lot of times they'll be like, I had the same experience. I had problems in my relationship with this and with my family. And it's nice. They feel like they can share those things with me, and I enjoy that. My fans tend to ask me the most about the kids when they see me. They've read so many stories about Liam and Stella that, they always want to know. They always love, about poop in the pool. And they ask me questions about the kids and what's going on with them and what their latest milestones are. They ask about my relationship. They are always concerned about my relationship with my mom, which is really nice. So I think they'll be really happy to read about the reconciliation in Uncharted Territory. I was really surprised, but my fans tend to bring me gifts when they come to my Barnes & Noble book signings, and they're amazing. Sometimes they make me stuff. A woman knitted me a scarf once, which I know personally that takes a lot of time. They bring me pictures and drawings, artwork, 90210 memorabilia. I think I got a 90210 blow dryer once. I didn't even know they made 90210 blow dryers back in the day. 90210 perfume, a lot of Donna stuff. I signed a lot of Donna Martin t-shirts, Donna Martin graduates. Really cool, special little things that they'll bring me little treats, and I always enjoy them. I definitely would like to write a fourth book. I feel like my fans connect with me through my books, through my stories, and I feel like I'm still evolving as a person. I feel like I have a lot more stories to tell, and I definitely, since Uncharted Territory, since I finished it, I have changed already. I've made other decisions in my life, and my life has progressed in a way that I would love to start writing my stories already again. My hope for my fans when they read this book is that they can find hope. That's what I learned on my journey through writing Uncharted Territory, is I learned we all have to find our hope within. And I hope they get a better sense of me, who I am, and as a woman, as a mom, as a wife, hopefully they can see through my experience that we all have to believe in ourselves, that we all have to, write our own happy ending, because no one else is going to do it for us.